Hey guys, we're back out in the garage. Today's video, we're going to try to put this rear Valance on. I think my first line of attack is I'm going to cut this lip off at the bottom here. Because I don't know if you can see or not, but this thing has a bend in it. I don't think it's supposed to, because when you try to connect this down, it's going to give it a gap. So I'm going to try to take the dolly and hammer and bend it down into place and try to get it straight. Then we're gonna sand these, prep all this, get this all cleaned up, and then I'll bring you back when I get to that point. Alrighty guys, we're back. We got this thing all sanded up and looking good. Everything's down to the metal over here so I can tack it. Put my seam sealer in, that turned out fairly well. I didn't do a real good job because you're never gonna see that. It's all gonna be buried in that hole. I just slopped it on there. But seam sealer's in. Next thing I gotta do, I gotta wait 50 minutes for the seam sealer to tack up. Then we'll spray this thing and then we'll get this thing put on. Next thing on my list is to take the big tongs off my thing and put my little tongs back on. Alrighty, I'll bring you back whenever I get somewhere else. Hey guys, got these painted on the inside. Time to put the... Actually, I gotta prep the shit, I should have done that while I was waiting on that shit to dry. I didn't even think about that. I gotta prep the Valance, and then we can put it on and start bolting it in. Alright guys, we're in place. It fit okay. I'm gonna have to stitch weld up here because for some reason this didn't fit quite right, but I'll just hit it with a stitch and then seam seal it. You'll never even see it. And same thing on this side. Same thing on this side, if you can see. I just gotta kind of work it and seam seal it and all that good stuff. But what I think I gotta do is, if you notice, the floor is a little wavy down here because I've been beating on it and stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start on one side with the tack and kind of start just pulling it together and tacking it so that it sets into place. Then I'm only gonna tack it about every inch or so. That way when I put this back pedal back on here, I can go through and tack from the other end, the other side with it. But yeah, I guess here it is. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, we're back. Got this thing in, spot welded. Turned out real well, I think. With everything, nothing fits quite right. This one fit, this closing panel fit 10 times better than that one over there did. I can show you. I'm gonna have to, off camera, I'm gonna run a little bead down through here and then probably fill that in. I don't know what to do here. If you look here, I don't know what to do there. I don't know whether I need to just plank a piece of metal in there or what, but we'll figure something out. Then I gotta seam seal there, or seam weld that, and then I'll do that all off camera. You don't need to watch me. I put a hole in there. Weird. But yeah, that's all spot welded in. We're ready to take this thing off the rotisserie for a while anyway. I still got to paint the bottom of it, so I will put it back on to paint the bottom of it. But I want to get everything done before I do that. I got a couple small little things to do on the floor. Like there's a couple little pinholes I want to patch up. And then that's pretty much it. And then after that is next video you guys probably see, it'll be back on the dolly. And then we can start working on getting this rear piece in, getting these little closing pieces in here, and then working on that front end. That front end's gonna be fun. But yeah, it's a good milestone. Last piece before the dolly. I think it turned out pretty decent. What do you think? I think it turned out pretty decent. Alrighty, talk at you later.